Yeah, I'm good. I think
You got a video?
Yeah, I got it on video.
Okay. Hey,
Welcome to Tampa Bay Creek Series. This is race number 3 of Winter Series in Tampa. I encourage you guys to come and race this series if you're local. Um, it's really fun. This one especially has a couple of things that I want to point. But first, I want to start by saying that it's not a bad rider. That is not the course. The course was well announced because it was raining in the morning. Um, the officials they wait a little longer until the coast dry a little. They announce it. They ask us to be careful. They ask us to lower the pressure on the tires. They were really aware and they tried to make everyone aware of what may happen. Um, and you're gonna see a lot of things that happen in this video. I don't wanna. I'm not pointing any fingers. So if through the video point at someone, it's the choice that that person make at that point. It's not the person. I believe that we all have choices, and if we make bad choices, we can have um, bad outcomes. So let's move into this race. I'm gonna make it shorter than the whole race, so I want to be explaining what happened. Here we are in the first lap. We all curious to see these corners with the wet floor, how it's gonna go. If you see right now, um, my buddy here with the Florida Velo, he's taking all the precautions that he needs. He know he's an experienced rider, so he's taking it the corner. He's taking all the corners the way he's supposed to. He's yeah, he has not the number upside down, but he's a really good rider. And look how he's doing. He's taking the time, then he's approaching to the group again on the straight line. He's not flying through the corner. He knows that it's wet. It could be slippery. So, so we did a couple of laps like that. We were pretty safe. We got a team. This is by the way, guys, this and girls. This is 4-5 and girls together. Um, if you see these guys in front of me right now with the white jersey and the black stripe around, I was the biggest team in the race. They were riding pretty good, but in my opinion, they were riding too aggressive. And again, I'm not talking about the riders, I'm talking about the choices. Their choices was a little aggressive for the type of weather that we had. The roads were a little wet, everything changed. When you're racing in a pro category, they know exactly what to do in every kind of weather. That doesn't mean that they don't crash, they crash too. But I'm not gonna spoil how many crashes we has here, but we got a couple of crashes. As a matter of fact, you're gonna see later on that I'm in one of them. So we're gonna keep going for a little bit. This is the first lap. We're going to a second lap. We already got a couple of people trying to go away. We got since this is race number 3, we have people that already got point. And look at this. We got our buddy here in black. Um, he went to the corner. He hit the corner. And then when he came back, he hit the guy in red. So he's pretty lucky that he didn't fall on that one. And I was behind him and kind of like a screen, like just to not to make it look like it was a bad move, but to make everyone around aware that something was happening. He does it again here. I guess that I'm thinking that the problem is that his tire is still uh, over 80 psi or maybe more. So he was kind of like a slipping into the side. Um, so at that point, guys, and this is what I want to try to transfer to you. If you do a lap and your bicycle is slipping out, especially in this race, which is not a sanctioned race, and you can take a break, go to to the pit and tell the referee, "Hey, I took a little break. I'm gonna put my tires. I'm gonna lower the pressure on my tires because I don't feel safe." That is way better than keep going like that and crash, and have someone else crash with you. So those are the little things that I wanna. Here we have Heidi next to me, and I tell Heidi, I say, Heidi, this is a little sketchy over here. Um, there is a couple of things that since we're going in a full speed, you're not able to like see it 100%. But uh, we we have the team in white doing an amazing job, trying to be in a break, creating breaks, trying to closing gaps, doing everything. And everything was pretty, I don't want to say pretty safe because it was kind of but everything was safe. It was safe. I would give like maybe like 7 out of 10 until they call the first sprint. When they call for the first sprint, I guess that everyone forgot that we were racing on the wet surface and everyone was trying to get those points. I don't remember if the first sprint was cash or points, but this corner over here that we get, that this is the killer one. That corner that we just passed, that corner has the 3 crashes of the day. Um, you come into that corner high speed. You come into that corner knowing that it's the last corner before you get to the sprint. But look at this, guys. If you think about it, from that corner to the finish line, which is this one right here, look how long is how much time you have to take over. If you just do a safe corner, you can sprint. If you're a good sprinter from over there and you have like a kilometer to make it to the end, or you can just follow wheels. You don't have to take before the corner 30 miles an hour and turn because it's wet. Even when it's not wet, you have to make sure that you have the right pressure on your tires, that you know how to corner, that you're not overlapping people on the corner because you're thinking, yeah, I got this, but you don't know what the other person has. You don't know if that person is a high level skill rider that that know how to turn next to you, or if you don't know that person is learning because this is not the 1 to 3 category. So you have to be careful, especially for the young people that are learning. If you learn the right way when you're young, it's gonna be so easy in the future. It's it's gonna be perfect. If you think that because you're super strong, because you're young and super strong, like look, this kid over here in front of me, I guess that he got nervous over there in that corner and he started slowing down. And I asked him, don't break, don't break. And he keeps slowing down. So it makes me slow down. So chain reaction, everyone behind me slow down a lot. So we lose all the wheels. Then we're going back to the 3 corners that we have. And it's not the crit. This crit is super safe. It's wide open. So no one needs to risk it. And look from here to the finish line. Look how much time you have to get to the front and be a contender for any type of sprint. My buddy over here in front of me, I want to wish you a speedy recovery, man. I saw you at the end of the race at the U.S. road rash, and hope your bike is okay. So we're gonna keep going here. It has been no breaks, just a couple of people going forward, and then this big team over here, um, breaching out, more people going forward. It's like a cat and mouse game, what we're playing, but nothing serious. And we're gonna go from here. I'm gonna I'm gonna cut little pieces of the video and go to what is important to learn from this race. And Also want to wish everyone that was involved in all those crashes to speedy recovery, and hopefully we can race again soon. Let's go forward a little bit on this. Let's wait until we got the three corners on this one, since we're going pretty fast. See what happens. This guy here, the 115, man, those wheels are super nice. I haven't seen wheels like that in a long time. They're super, super nice. I don't know where you get it from, but kudos to those wheels. Okay, so I'm taking my space, even though that I know that it's a little break at the front. I can cover that on the straight line. So I'm leaving a little room up front to the person in front of me, because I want to be able to turn safe. I don't want these guys to have any um, move that I'm not able to respond and be safe. So now we just cover that attack in the front and everyone is back together. So that's how we should race the whole race. I know that there is a lot of people saying that whoever take risks is the one that wins. Not exactly. Here we go for the prims. Let's keep it up, because I think that this is the first crash, which I don't have it on the camera. This first crash happened behind me. I was able to hear the crash, but I don't have it on video. Look at that guy. Pretty strong guys. Those two guys at the front, if you let those two guys go, they're gone. Machines. So I tried to help them out. I tried to make a little break, but since it was the same lap and it was a cash frame, uh, everyone was following. So, but we did good. My friend Spartacus was able to get it, and he won his the first cash frame. So that's pretty good. So here we go for we keep going in the race right here. Um, we're going for the cash sprint, and we got these two guys and Spartaco going to the front. I know that he has legs for the sprint, so I see that they create a separation right here, and I just go and I stay behind my body over here. I don't want to go around because Spartaco is at the front, so I'm trying just to stay around here and see if they can create a separation so they can go in a break, make it easy for them. Um, but at the same time, we got more people going. That guy that just went over there, man. What he that made my day. He's I don't know the motivation, or I don't know why, but he has like a little teddy bear in the back that he was doing the ride with him. He was racing with him. That's pretty cool. I have seen a guy with a shark on the helmet. I have seen this guy with a teddy bear. Um, that's pretty creative. So I still looking, and we haven't catch a spectacle. So I'm trying to like, okay, I just gonna stay around here. They let me pull, easy pull. I will do it, but nah. They start going forward. They don't want that gap to open enough, so they just wanna keep everything like inside. So we're going faster than normal. This guy in red, in this guy that just pulled in front of me, uh, he did a couple of bad choices on this race. He pulled in front of me really hard on that one. Um, there is a couple of more times where he goes in front of me, and I kind of like scream to him like I'm inside, I'm outside, I'm here, and he caught me like right here. He doesn't have to go all the way to the inside, but still he goes all the way to the inside and caught me. Even though that I was letting him know that I was there, that I'm pretty much next to him. So those are the bad move, not the bad people, the bad move that create crashes and problems. If you go to the pro level and you do that, you probably get bumped out by the other pro. If you bump out someone here, um, that person can crash, you can crash because there is not enough experience uh, to be able to do that. So if it's in that case, we have to be we have to play safer, guys. Um, we all want to race the next day. We all want to train the next day. We all have family that when you call and say I crashed, they get super nervous. So if we can try to be the better uh, of ourselves, that's that's a plus. We need to try to be better in races and do better choices. It's just about choices. Look at the guy with the teddy bear. Super strong guy. Look at that. What is that? That's not a teddy bear. That's a lion. Well, strong guy. He was doing pretty good. I think he crashed like 3 times. Look at the car right here. So we're coming to the moment of the first crash that I have on video, and we're going super fast because what happened with the car, everyone kind of like split away, and now we're trying to realign. We're trying to get back in track. So we're gonna hit the last corner fast. So I put it on slow motion so you can see the first rider up front um, lose the wheel, and then everyone else. Look at the first rider. Boom. The other one try, the floor, the next one goes to the floor, I'm going to the floor, and then 3 more. Um, then we still got people that have to unclip to be able to pass by, like this guy over here. Um, and then the race continues. But it was well advised that that corner was wet, that we should check the tire pressure, that that it was kind of risky, and we're still taking it pretty much at a high speed, which is a bad choice. Okay, we're gonna move on for a little bit, and we're gonna see what happened um, later on. So fun race, guys, super fine race. So what have we seen in this race so far, and what um, have we lived in this race so far? Um, we had a couple of people bumping each other in a dangerous way. We got guys going to the side um, gutter. We have a car on the way. We already got 2 crashes, but we're still racing. We're still racing because that's inside our DNA, and no matter what happens, we race. But we're gonna keep going. So we got a couple of guys here. We're waiting for the group to pass by. The lucky ones that didn't crash, and the ones that crashed. Hopefully, you guys recover fast from any road rage rash or any things on your bikes. So our referee is letting us go. The group is coming. These guys do an amazing job. I have to say, and I have to give thanks to them. They doing an amazing job. They're pretty good. So I would say whenever they tell you something, don't take it personal. Just learn from it. Those are people that had experience and they know what they're saying. So we're back on track. The group is together. Now, having two crashes, we got kind of like people are like more thinking about it, but we still got some sketchy move that we're gonna see pretty soon. Let's see what happens here. We got Spartacus attacking again. They follow him. He stop. Everyone stop. Trying to go around. My buddy over here, the guy, and in this case, it's my fault that after seeing that when I'm in his wheel, I don't feel comfortable. It's my fault that I ending getting on his wheel again, and that's something that I wanna, from my experience, I wanna let you know, guys. Like if you sometimes you have an instinct, you don't know why, but you feel uncomfortable behind someone. That doesn't mean that that person is unsafe, but for you it is. Don't wait until something happens. Just move away from that wheel. Um, that doesn't mean that you're gonna have a problem behind him, but if you have that feeling, that's gonna take your concentration from other things. So right here, I got Spartacus on the front. I already give him some signal like, go ahead. I'm gonna keep a steady, nice pace where people will feel comfortable, and they may be thinking that I'm trying to catch it. But if you see here, I'm just opening a little gap so my body can um, either go in a solo break to the end or uh, take the next sprints that are coming. So, man, that's amazing that he got that little lion or whatever he got over there. So they're gonna start chasing, and I'm here pretty close to the front. See if I can just go again and kind of like I'm not slowing down the group. I just put in a pace, maybe easier than the rest of us. I heard one time the pro riders is it's not professional to go to the front and block, and I agree with that. I think that if you got your teammates at the front, it's a ticket, it's a pass for you to don't work, to be at the back, um, and save some energy. If you go to the front, it's not to block. It's not ethic. But you see that in a lot of races, people they have the teammates at the front, and then you see two or three trying to block, which is okay too. I won't do that. I will just keep a pace, steady, and instead of attacks. So this guy with the red bibs, he's pretty good. I have seen him in a couple of podiums. So if he joins Spartacus, that's a good combination of success. So that's good for me to let him go. I'm waiting for the whole group to jump. Hopefully not in the corners. But if one jumps and another one jumps, it's okay. If the rest wanna go behind me, if I remember correctly, I was doing like around 250, 300 watts. So it's not too big. And keep looking because I'm thinking someone's gonna jump. And they jump, but they didn't jump to create more breaks. They're just trying to close the gap. So feel comfortable to stay here and wait to see what happens. So he pulls my body here from Florida Velo, which I didn't know at that point. He's also a friend of Spartacus, so I guess what he was doing there was the same thing I was doing. He was just rolling around the front, trying to let the gap growing bigger. And I didn't know that at that point, but I realized that later. So we got more people going to the front, trying to go, nothing serious. And let's keep going with the race. Since we are pointing more things that happens instead of the whole race, Let me see if I can jump ahead and show more things. Let's see. So here we're catching Spartacus on the left. He's the one with the blue and green. And before I show you what I do, look what happens. This guy, by choice. Why you cut the wheel of the other guy like that? I know that you're going to the front, but um, if you have someone that you're already passing, that's a bad choice right there. You could take that guy down, and that guy can take the whole group down. So doing that, bad choice. Not a bad person, bad choice. And that's what create problems, guys. That's what we need to keep be alert. Think about your even though that they say that when you race you don't have friends, those are your friends. Believe me. Even if you don't know the person that you're racing with, maybe one day you are a guest on his town and you know him and you're gonna say, "Wow, that guy is or that girl is a good person." So think about it. Don't do things that could put people on dangers. So as soon as we got a Spartaco, I try to break solo. No luck. I saw that I'm taking my. I saw they were coming, so slow down to take a safe corner and and let them pass. I wasn't able to get any success on the brakes that I tried. And when I was getting ready for the finish, that was another crash. So we got a little thing going here, but it was not. It was not enough. It didn't go anywhere. So let me keep going forward, see what we can see on this race. We're gonna keep rolling here. Uh, at this point, we were like maybe 15 minutes out from the finish. This guy that passed by me, he's pretty strong. He can put a lot of power. He was working for his team captain, I think, based on what I saw on the race. Every time his team captain was sending people at the front, he was closing gaps and doing a lot of work. So that's his team captain over there with a purple bike. Is my buddy over here. They have a pretty good team. Um, I haven't seen that team racing in other races, but they have a pretty good team. Kudos for them that they can all race together. And here we go again. Corner. So I see that they kind of like slowing down after they take the corner. And no one is at the front, so let's try again and see what happens. I heard someone calling it out that I was going. Um, put some power on this one, see if I can create a separation. And I did for a little bit, but not enough. We got people at the front that they have been, maybe based on the crash, but they have been lab. They have been working uh, pretty good together. I'm pretty safe, probably the safest from this race because they were doing single file. And that's another thing. I like what Pablo said at the beginning of the race where he said a fast race. And I'm going to use that in the future as a point of reference. Fast race is a safe race. And the reason why he's saying that is because a fast race is going the same way that these guys are going over here. They're going single file. They pretty concentrate in only the persons in front of them. It's pretty hard that someone is going to come around um, and do something. So what I did here is not a perfect move, but when I was coming around and I saw that the group was chasing me, I just sit in the back of this group for a little bit to recover my effort and wait to the. So this is a little chaos. The group comes. I start calling everyone to move around, move around. So I'm coming from this side. I'm telling the guy, please stay on your line because if they start moving around, it could create a problem. So we were lucky enough that everything was good. Um, and then we keep racing. This was a strong trio, guys. Really strong trio. These guys are the stars of the future. They're pretty strong. They race well. They just need a little more um, safety. Um, uh, and it takes time. Sometimes when we are in the middle of the race, we scream at other people what we think that they should do, and it's just because we have our um, high blood pressure up, and we don't know all the way. We don't know any other way to say it, but that doesn't mean that we are in any type of situation with the person or nothing. So we keep having a little attacks here and there. People keep trying to break away with no success. The things were well organized, especially this one, the white with the black stripe. Um, Spartaco is going solo again at the front. Everyone slow down. Pretty good. I'm coming around. Since he's at the front, I'm gonna put my pace again. I'm not slowing down the group, but I'm not increasing the speed. So I remember that we were having we were going around 24 miles an hour at that point, 24, 25. So that's the speed that I maintain. So Spartaco, in that case, he was probably doing 26, 27. Um, Look at my body over here. Look at his numbers already all destroyed from the crash. He's putting a bigger effort. So he's chasing. I was not. So when he pulled away, I just keep the pace. And that's how we keep going. Spartaco was able to stay away for a few laps. Like we catch him 5 laps to go. And I thought that he was going to get it. But the group was anxious and they start pulling pretty hard and we catch Spartacus 5 laps to go. Okay. So I'm trying to go forward, but at the same time I'm going easy. Pulling the front, headwind, they let me go. It's okay, but if they want to go faster, that's good too. Um, I'm gonna come and point something else over here. The guy at the front is pulling. Second guy is not a Spartacus friends. He pull he pull out too. I don't know why he did that, but thank you at that point. Um, that was really helpful. So I'm going with the momentum to the front, and I'm gonna keep the same speed. If they allow me to keep going like that, it's fine with me. I'm helping my body at the front, which in a way, um, we were not using the same uniform, so it's kind of confusing for people like what am I doing at the front? I'm trying to chase, I'm not. Pretty confusing, but that's okay too. Let's see. Let's see what else we got here. I know that we have like two more sketchy move that happens before the final crash. Let's see if I can find them. Okay, here we go for another move. Even we're catching the people that are at the front, and I jump. I try to jump and pass these guys because what we have been doing is getting to the guy in front of us and stay there. So I'm like, okay, if they let me pass and keep going, maybe they let me open a gap. No, didn't happen. Uh, there was a couple of people that follow me, and in the confusion when we get to the corners and stuff, the whole group catches again. Um, so. So on this next move, my body on the left here, I know that he's coming around me in the front. I'm telling him I'm inside, I'm inside, I'm inside, just for him to keep the wheel in front of him. But now he pull in front of me. The camera doesn't judge, but I have to brake so hard that my bike wheel slide to the side. Just because, even though that I'm telling him I'm inside because I see that he's just passing by super close, he made a bad decision just to go inside, and that's me with my hand like telling like what's going on here, like why you do that, like why you have to put some rider on risk. If you can keep the wheel in front of you, you just have to follow the wheel in front of you and keep it safe on the corner. Like why you just cut me like that? And those are the bad choices, and I'm gonna keep repeating the whole race. I'm sorry guys, but bad choices can create problems. And if we learn how to eliminate bad choices, um, we can do way better, way better. So we're still fighting because we got one person at the front that it has been at the front for a little bit, and they're trying to catch that person, but it's kind of like a go and stop, while that person at the front is keeping it consistent. So let's see what happened in a little bit here.
What are you doing? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's so dangerous.
So here we got another sample that you just heard. Um, this guy here on the with the red bibs, he I didn't saw him. I was at the front, but I guess he caught people in the corner to try to go away, and everyone since I think that is also the reaction of the crashes and everything, but everyone was so upset about it. They started screaming at him, and he tried his best, and I closed the gap because I thought that and they're still talking to him. Um, I closed that gap. I was in the front, but since I saw that the way that everything went down with him and everything, I didn't want people to get more frustrated and pass by him and say something. So I just neutralized that gap. Um, but yeah, that was another sketchy move based on the guys that screamed at him. I guess the way that he took the corner was risky. Um, I know a lot of people will say, yeah, but we're racing and we take risk on race. Yeah, we do. We do. We take a risk every day when we wake up, and we always at risk. Um, but at the same time, we can help each other. I think that we can play safer, and I'm 100% with Paulo and Rolly and all these guys that are doing this race. The way that they call it out at the beginning of the race, the way that they told you what their ideas are to make it safer. Um, I'm pretty pretty good with that. Also, they're nice enough to ask people how they feel. Um, taking like a neutral lap and see how they feel in the corners. And I'm for sure I know if the people say that they don't feel comfortable, they would not start the race. So we have the same group that earlier we passed. We passed it again. At this time, there was not um, any confusion in between. They opened to the left and they let us go. So I think we're going for the prim here. I see that they're going all crazy at the front, like one side to another and going super fast, moving around. Yeah, I think we're going for the prim. There's people that they already got points from the previous two races, so they need to be a content for those prims more than others. So, and that's a really good opportunity, guys. When you after a prim lap, everyone kind of like slow down and they want to take a break because they already use a lot of power. That's a good time for a break, or at least to try. That's a good opportunity. In the other hands, um, in the other hand, guys and girls, um, you're gonna see here some good tactics from the teams. If I'm not mistaken, this guy in front of me, the guy with the purple bike that is in front of the Florida Velo, is the team captain for that team, and now he's asking people like to follow that one and look at the other guy. That's, he was gonna go, and I don't know why he didn't win, but as soon as he saw the move, he was gonna go. Um, that's how the team works. If you, as a captain, see that it's a something that needs to be covered or something, and if you got teammates that respond to that, um, oh, now I see why he didn't go because he has another teammate that was at the front pulling, which is the one with the red helmet. That's the reason why. But that's how you play as a team. You get someone that kind of like playing the cards for you, and you follow that and you succeed. I believe that the guy that won the race for that team, he went solo, kind of like at the end for like 3 laps, 4 laps, and he was able to keep it. So we're getting close to the end, guys. Hopefully, I didn't bore you with all my his uh, his choices instead of the people and all that stuff because I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad about it. I'm just trying to see if we can use this for learning experience. We all made mistakes. I made mistakes um, as part of the group, and I have learned from a lot of my mistakes, and I'm still learning. During this race, I was taking the corners, and one of the guys came by and he told me, he says, I put more weight on the seat for the corners, and I thanking him for that because he um, he saw something that I can do better, and he told me, and I really thank him for that. At this corner that we just passed, my buddy over here with the red bike, for the first time, he was able to listen to me when I told him that I was inside. Not on this one, but he was following the wheel at the front, so that one looks perfectly fine for me. But in the last one, before that one, he listened to me when I was saying I'm inside, and I didn't have to brake. So thank you for that, buddy. I appreciate that one. So we don't have that many minutes left. Let's see what else happened. I know that something happened in this little corner here pretty soon. Someone goes to the gutter. I don't remember if it's in this. Yeah, right there. All right, guys. Let's finish this. Let's go to the final crash of the day. Um, let's go. We're going to the final sprint. We're all getting set up for the long stretch, and here we go from the left. Everyone's going down. Look at all that. Bicycles all over the place, people all over the place. It was only like 5 guys, 6 guys that were able to go to the front. Um, that was pretty bad. So we have a really, really intense race for the last race of the winter series. This is all the masters and 1, 2, 3 waiting for their race that they were expecting like a major sprint. This guy was turning back, and there was a it was crazy. It was crazy, but